Hello. In this session, we shall be discussing how to convert fractions to decimals when the denominator of the fraction is not either a 10, a 100 or a 1000 and so on. Or what I'm trying to say here is if the denominator of the fraction is some random number, how to find out the decimal number or how to convert such fractions to decimals. Let me start with a simple example. Say I have a fraction 11 by 4. How can I convert 11 by 4 into a decimal number? Here we adopt a procedure. Let us discuss that procedure in detail now. We have 11 divided by 4, right? Now let us start dividing it. Normally how we divide numbers, 4 times 2 is 8, leaving you with a remainder 3, right? Now 3 is less than 4, so you cannot continue your division further. But when you want to convert this number or this fraction into a decimal number, we have this provision that we keep a decimal in the quotient and you can add a 0 to the remainder. You understand? Keep a decimal. Once you arrive at a stage that you cannot divide further, just keep a decimal point in the quotient. That will allow you to introduce 1 0 in the along with the remainder here. Now this has become 30 and 4 times 7 gives you 28. Yes, let us continue with our division as usual. 4 times 7 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. Now again you are left with 2, but you already kept one decimal point here, so you have a facility that you can introduce a 0 along with the remainder that you get. And 4 times 5 gives you 20. Now this time you get 0 remainder. That means 11 by 4 is now converted to a decimal number 2.75. Now let us understand what we have done here. You know that every number, say 11 in this case, 11 can be written as 11.0. This is also equal to 11.00. This is also equal to 11.000. That means after decimal point we can add as many number of zeros as you want to the right hand side. Here I have 11. Say I want to assume this as 11.0. Right, I want to keep the same point here in the decimal in the quotient, and I have this 0. I'm just bringing down the 0 here, making it a 30. I know this can also be written as 11.00. If it is necessary, I will bring down another 0 and then make this 20. You understand? What I'm doing here is just to add a decimal point, that is this decimal point will allow me to use these zeros which are after the decimal. That's where you write it as 2.75 as the answer in this case. Suppose let us look at one more fraction. Say I have 5 by 2. Let us start dividing 5 by 2 as usual. 2 times 2 is 4, leaving you with a remainder 1. Now here 1 is less than 2. You cannot divide further. What we do, we just add a decimal point here, so that 5, if I imagine 5 as 5.0, I'll bring down this 0 here, making it a 10. Now one decimal point you can add 1 0 to the remainder. 2 times 5 gives you 10, leaving you with a remainder 0. Now I got a 0 remainder, so I can say 5 by 2 is 2.5. You understand? Let me say, for example, I have a fraction like say 8 by 5, right? Say 8, when I am dividing it by 5, 5 times 1 is 5. When you subtract them, 8 minus 5 is 3, so you got a remainder 3. What we do, we add a decimal point here in the quotient, and we imagine 8, which is also same as 8.0. Let me just bring down the next 0 after the decimal point, because I already included a decimal here in the quotient. I will just bring down this 0 here, making it a 30. Now you know 5 times 6 is 30. This will give you a 0 remainder. So 8 by 5 is 1.6. You understand? So converting a fraction to decimal when the denominator of the fraction is some random number is very simple. You just do the normal division as you do. Instead of stopping at a reminder, what we do is we try to get a 0 remainder by adding a decimal point in the quotient. And once we have added a decimal point, we can add or bring down one 0 along with the remainder. As you get another remainder, you can bring another 0. If you get another reminder, you can imagine this as 11.00 is also same as 11.000. In that case, you will bring another reminder. You understand? Another 0 to the reminder. So whenever you are dividing, we must try to get a reminder 0.